Now I know what you're thinking. What the hell is this idiot up to? So you might remember in my last video I said this. I'm hoping to get up to Snowdonia later on this month. Maybe somewhere, not too sure, maybe the Glyder Fawr way. Well, the plan today is to make good on that promise. I've come up to the Ogwen Valley and I'm planning on ticking off the gliders, Glyder Fawr and Glyder Fawr. Now, despite what it looks like at the minute, it's supposed to be amazing tomorrow morning. So I'm hoping all this pain and suffering is worth it. Biggest thing for me today is probably going to be time, because it's just gone 4:30 now, which, alright, I've got a few hours in the bag, but these peaks are notorious for finding pictures. I think glider actually translates to pile of rocks. If anyone's watching that speaks lingo, then let me know. But yeah, they're supposed to be not the easiest places to find a pitch, apparently. I've not been up there before, so I don't know what to expect. But the one thing I have made sure of is to program a route into my watch, because apparently it's very easy to get lost in bad weather up here, and seeing as I've not been here before, it's probably not the best time to do it. I'm not sure how much filming I'll get done on the way up for obvious reasons, but I'll pop in from time to time. So I'm just coming along the lake Llyn Idwal. We'll go with Idwal, shall we? It's kind of opened out slightly. You can just see little bits of Igan through the mist there, and then you'll never pick it out, but up there is where I'm going, to the Glyder range. But before that we've got to go up somewhere called the Devil's Kitchen. Just been walking, looked across to the lake there. You can actually see the clouds making their way across it, catching me up. Almost enveloped again. Still stunning nonetheless, and at least the heavy rain has stopped. It's just that fine stuff now. So I've just reached the end of the lake and I've got to the bottom of what looks like the Devil's Kitchen, which is, I think it was the Devil's Elbow it was named on some maps, and then the Devil's Kitchen on OS maps. So either way, it's the Devil something. They're always devil, never anything cheery, never, you know, the unicorn's hoof or the pixie's cleavage or something like that. You always got to make it sound really really dire. But I mean, to be fair, I don't even know why I'm showing you that. You can't even see it anyway. I'll tell you what, I'll cut to a shot of tomorrow when the weather's supposed to be nice, and then you can come back here and watch me walk up here. Hey, what are you doing here? You've got to watch what I went through to see this first. Let me tell you, that's the only one of these I'm doing going up here, because I forgot my pole. You might get another one when we get to the top, but for now I'm going to put you away, and I'll say the classic YouTuber thing of, I'll see you in a bit. I've just come across this. It's absolutely stunning, and in, well, I won't say full spate, because apart from today the weather hasn't been too bad, but it's still got a tidy lick on it. I know when I get to the top of this there's another little lake, and then I turn left and it's another climb up, which looks like it's quite a lot of scree to the summit, but the whole loop itself shouldn't take me too long, including going home tomorrow. I think it's less than 5 miles altogether, but obviously 5 miles of that is a lot different than 5 miles of that. So I think this starts maybe 300 meters, maybe something like that, in Ogwen Valley, and tops out on Glyder Fawr at 1001 meters. This is a bit tasty. Down from that and I'm hitting a wall. Doesn't look like it's that big, but definitely want to be careful of making sure you got your 3 points of contact on. It might only be 20 feet, but from here I've got no idea, so you're definitely going in the bag. So I've just come up, I think that's the end of the Devil's Elbow, or Devil's Kitchen, marked by a little stye there, a little gate, and I think it's safe to say that's the hardest trail I've ever come up. Quite technical in places and a lot of climbing over rocks and stuff. Sorry, I should sound more cheery, shouldn't I, but I'm absolutely knackered. So, like I said earlier, as far as I know now, we get to the little lake up here, bare left, and then it's a scree climb to the top. I have no idea how high I am, because for some reason the altimeter in my watch isn't working. I checked it about halfway up there and it said I was minus 52 meters. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I think from memory, looking at the maps, I think this is about 750, this lake, and the top is 1,000, so make the difference up. But I think it's going to be a lot of this type of stuff now, this scree from the looks of things all the way up to the top. But the good thing is the worst of it's out of the way. So I think I might get up to this lake, stop for 10 minutes, catch a breather, and then push on. At least I'm not the only one stupid enough to be up here. Don't even know if you can make those guys out. Yeah, what, 20 feet, if that away? Probably can't even see them through it. It is an absolute grey out, and it's been like that all the way from the lake at the bottom. So I hope this pays off, although having said that, I can start to see a few glimpses above me getting brighter, so you never know. I may be high enough to be right at the tip of the clouds. It hasn't rained much since I've left the Ogwen Valley. More of this mist really, so you never know. I might get so high I'll be out of the rain altogether. So I'm not even sure if this is the summit, but it's the biggest thing I can see, so we're going to call that the summit for now, unless I find something bigger. But that is Glyder Fawr at 1001 meters ticked off, and like I said earlier, that's the hardest hike I've ever done. That was literally straight up from the lake. As soon as I hit the end of that lake, it's just been relentless. Up a technical path to that top gate, and then loads of loose scree, but still really steep to the top. Yeah, so yeah, really hard, that one. And well, given the time, it is just gone 6:30, so I'll try and find a pitch, but looking around on the way up, there's nothing. So I think I'm gonna keep heading round towards Glyder Fawr and see if I can find anything that way. So I managed to find a pitch not too long after I spoke to you, actually. Not too far off what I think is the summit. I'm out in the Helm again. I was going to bring my Zephyrus just because it's got a smaller footprint, but given what the weather's forecast, then I knew I was going to be spending a long time in the tent. So I've just got it up quick. I'm just going to chuck everything in, chill out for a while, and I might see you when I make myself a cup of coffee. Yeah, once this stuff's off, I don't think I'll be venturing out that often. It's not just the outside that's soaking. I am wet through from the inside as well. It's pretty muggy today, so it's been a rather sweaty walk in. I'm going to try and keep all the wet gear separate now. I'll either put it here or I'll stick it out with the bag in the back. Hopefully I won't need that stuff for the rest of the trip. The weather tomorrow is supposed to be absolutely superb. I think the forecast is from about 11 o'clock tonight to get completely clear. So with a bit of luck it might start easing off. So it's 7:10 now. So I've made good time on, actually, because sunset is in about an hour. So like I said, I was a bit concerned about finding a pitch up here. I didn't want to be wandering around too long, and luckily enough I've come maybe 5 minutes off the summit there, or what I think is the summit at least, and I found this little spot. It's just about big enough for my tent, and despite all the rocks in the ground, it's just got enough spaces where the pegs need to go to be able to get them in. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. So like I said, I'm going to get a coffee on. Definitely going to get changed into some drier gear, and I'll catch up with it a little bit later on. So I got some food down me. Apologies for those of you who didn't get to see me lighting the stove. I know that's the highlight of everyone's camping videos. But I had a porcini mushroom risotto from Firepot, which was absolutely banging. Never had that before, but I'll be buying that again, I know that much. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about the channel and where it's hopefully going, or what the plans are really. So first of all, I've got myself a new mic. Got no idea how it's going to sound. Just want to find out in the edit, I suppose, if it's any good. They're supposed to be brilliant, so we'll see how that goes. I've recently started doing channel memberships as well, if any of you are interested. I'm going to be doing, like, early release videos. I may do some outtake videos and things like that on there as well. So I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, I'm going to start getting a bit more involved in that side of things as well. But yeah, and then I want to try and do something a little bit more of a bigger adventure for the channel. It's been a long time since I've done a multi-day. It's been probably 2 years, I'm not sure, since I've done a multi-day. There's a route near me which I've not seen any videos of on YouTube. So yeah, I think I might look at something like that. I think it's about 70 miles. So probably about 4 days, I reckon. Three nights camping, 4 walking days, and wild camp all the way. And it finishes almost at my front door, which is really handy, so I can get dropped off somewhere and basically walk home and make a video out of it. So yeah, hopefully I can get that in by the end of the year as well. So yeah, I'm really glad I came up here. Regardless of the weather, it was definitely a trip that I needed to get out for. Something, you know, a little bit different to the Brecon Beacons. You know, I know it's still going to be a camping video of me walking up a hill, pitching up a tent, and walking back down the following morning. You know, these things, they're all pretty much the same, but I just like to take you somewhere different, that's all. It's why I wanted to come up to Snowdonia so much, because I keep doing, you know, Brecon Beacons, which, you know, that is my bread and butter. It's the closest to me is, what, half hour, 40-minute drive, hour max to the far ends of it. But, you know, today is a 4-hour drive for me. So, you know, it's not that often I'm going to get the opportunity to come up these places. So, you know, despite what I've seen on the forecast, I thought, yeah, I've still got to come up, and I've got to go on a hike up here at least, and hopefully the weather forecast is right, and that sunrise is going to be a good one tomorrow. It's been non-stop rain since I've got up here, so I'm hoping that it is right. Just thought I'd give you a bit of an update as like I said, what the plans were, and hopefully where it's going in the future. Like I said, at least the location's a little bit different. I know you haven't seen a lot of it because of the weather, but like I said, hopefully that'll change in the morning. So with that, I think I'm going to try and get off, and I'll see you on tomorrow, hopefully with some clearer skies. Well, good morning, and what a morning. I came out of the tent, I took a peek out. It is just before sunrise, and I just had to get up. I already had a little bit of a wander around to take a look, but I'll show you first of all the Ogren Valley where I came from, and it's nothing but a blanket of cloud the whole way. You can just about, I don't know if you can actually now, you could when I got up, but you could just about see Glyder Fawr over there, and peeking out through the mist over this way is Snowdon. You just about make it out through the mist with the fabulous Grib Go, which I will do one day, I promise. Glad it wasn't yesterday though. I don't think anyone was up there yesterday trying it, but yeah, literally just as I turned the camera on, this a little bit of cloud coverage came over the top of the mountain because it was completely clear all the way around. So you can see that I am right on the tip of it. Right. That's where I managed to find a pitch. You can see that there's not many places around here, given the all the rocks. Although when I did see over to Glyder Fawr earlier, I can see there are a few little spots in between the two. So there are spots up here, but the summit, I think I've probably found the only one, and I cannot be happier with where I've picked, to be honest. It is absolutely stunning. I'm hoping it does clear up a little bit later though, because I really want to try and get a decent view of Trevor, which is just there. I started on the little lay-by right at the foot of Trevor for today's hike, or yesterday's hike I should say. So I'd really like to get a glimpse of that. I did come up here 2 years ago, I think it was, maybe, and I did Snowdonia and Cadridris, and I was supposed to do Trevan that same weekend, but the weather that day was horrendous, and that's not the type of mountain you want to be climbing in the bad stuff. There you go. You can just see again, cloud is just dissipating a little bit as it's coming over the top. Absolutely epic. I tell you what, should we have some music? Yeah, go on, let's have some music. Come on, did you really think I wouldn't give you the stove lighting shot? Well, I think you just about timed that right. Coffee's just brewed, and I'm back to a grey out, but I don't care. It is unlike anywhere else I've ever been, this place. Some of the rock formations are absolutely stunning. So sunrise has technically happened about 10-20 minutes ago, but it's still well behind. I think it's Penarolly Wen, I think is the one over the other side of the valley. I'm sure it is. And that's just blocking it out. The clag's blocking it out as well, but you know what I mean. Just hoping it shifts for the walk down, because I want to film walking down as well. I'm not going to go back the same way. Like I said yesterday, I plotted a map, plotted a route on my watch, which takes us down now to Glyder Fawr, down in between the Glyders and Trevan, and then we drop down then back towards the far side of the lake where I started, and then back to the car. So like I said, I'm going to try and bring you along for a little bit of it. If any of you have noticed as well, a little trick with my boots, because they were absolutely soaked through on the way up, and I've got my dry socks on from last night. I've bagged them with a couple of my dry sacks. I've used plastic bags in the past, and bread bags are quite good as well for it. but I didn't bring anything like that with me. I forgot quite a few things today actually. I forgot my Sea to Summit silicone cup, forgot my walking pole, bags, there was something else as well, but it hasn't taken away from it, trust me, and neither is this clag. So yeah, I think the plan's going to be to pack up fairly early, considering I've got a 4-hour drive home. If I can try and get back to the car for, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock. If I can get away for about 8 o'clock, I think I'll manage to do it, considering it's downhill all the way. So I've got probably another hour around here that I can just take my time packing up. Hopefully this will shift and I'll be able to get some views over that way, because I've just about seen the peak of Travan, but I want to try and see in all its glory, especially when the sun gets up over there and hits it. Should be absolutely spectacular. So it's 20 to 8 now, and the clag doesn't seem to be shifting anywhere, so I've packed pretty much everything up in the tent. Just got to chuck it all in the bag now and then start making a shift down. So yeah, hopefully you'll see more in a bit. I think the camping gods must be smiling at me. Just got changed and come out of the tent to this. Not sure how long it's going to last. I'm going to pack up quick and make a shift. And before you ask, yes, everything is wet. This hat is soaking. Even these trousers, I had waterproofs on and they're still soaked through. I'm not going to bother wrapping the guys up, I don't think. I'm going to obviously need to air the tent out properly when I get in, so I'm just going to chuck it in a bundle in the bag. Worry about it later. I did try and keep the fly off the ground a little bit last night as well, just because I knew with all the cloud and the rain, condensation would have been an issue. The wind dropped right off over the course of the night, so I think that's why the rain was stuck around for so long. But it wasn't too bad this morning, so it obviously worked. It's just the outside is absolutely ringing. So as usual, I'm going to leave one corner pegged in just in case. Not that there's much of a breeze up here and I'm sheltered by these rocks, but you can never be too careful. Just look at that. Dread to think how busy it is up there today. That's our route down, if you can see it through the sun. What a difference in 2 days. I'm not going to need the rain cover on the bag for the way down, but seeing as it's already attached, I might as well. There we go, just like that, we're off. As per usual, leave no trace. I doubt many people will get the chance to come up your pitch this high. That is absolutely amazing everywhere you look. Right, let's get off. So just at the base of the imposing Castell y Gwynt, and this is pretty much the last little bit of ascent we've got now up to Glyder Fawr before we start dropping down all the way to the car. But we've just got the most epic views of the Snowdonia range there. So I'm trying to eye up a few spots to possibly look at if I'm ever up this way again, and there's a few down there this side of Glyder Fawr, which would be great if you're getting battered by the wind. Be nice little shelter spots down there if you need to batten down the hatches out of the weather. But apart from that, there's a few along the ridge there. Not a lot really. This looks like a bit of a scramble. Not sure where to go up or around really. Well, I didn't film any of that because I couldn't. The route I plotted took me over Castell y Gwynt and didn't realise how much of a scramble that was. That was really tough. And looking at it, coming around this side, there is a path which looks like it goes around the bottom edge. So if you do plan on coming up here and you're not that confident with scrambling and rock climbing, then yeah, that's definitely the best way to go down there, because there's some interesting tricks to try and get up that, and it's going to be the same now to get down that. So you're going away again. Right, so that is Glyder Fawr ticked off as well. It's quite a scramble to get up here, and well, I found out they're doing a race. They were doing it yesterday over this way called the Dragon's Back. I've just met this gentleman here. What was your name? Sorry. Oh, Phil. Phil. He's just come to pick the radio beacon off the top. Yeah, so trying to get out of his way so he can get on. But yeah, anyone up here yesterday, regardless of whether they're camping or not, would have been crazy. So I suppose I can count myself as one of the hardcore ones, because they're doing Conway to Cardiff, and I did a part of the leg with them, I suppose. So right, time to get off. Down a little bit of screeb here now, and down the path in between Trevor and the Glyders. There she is, the mighty Trevan in all her glory. That is unbelievable. It's impressive looking at it from both sides. Looks like one hell of a climb to get up there. Not one I'm going to do today, but I'll definitely be back to come and do it at some point. I can almost see the car from here, just down the bottom there by the lake. So the plan is to come down this path here, back down to Ogwen Cottage, and into a nice warm dry car. It's a bit chilly up here with this wind, considering how light it was last night. It's picking up a little bit, so I'm glad to have this on which I normally wouldn't do when I'm walking, because I'll just burn up. But yeah, if I didn't have this on, I think I'd regret it. I tell you what, this is not to be underestimated. I'll give you a sense of what I've got to go down. I hit that wall down there, and that's the start of apparently the easier bit down. But this, it's a lot of loose scree and it is extremely steep. So definitely taking my time. So we've made it to the bulk at the junction between Trevan and the Glyders. So this is the wall you could see from up there, and I'm glad I did this route the way around I did, because I wouldn't want to be going up that scree path yesterday, or any other day for that matter. It's kind of really loose stuff, so you 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing. So yeah, I'd definitely choose the way I did it, and hopefully now it should be pretty easy going. You can already see the lake down there, and Holmgren Cottage is only just over the top then at the foot of Ogwen Valley, so should be a nice easy walk back down. What do you reckon? Think I'd take him? Yeah, I thought so. So I think this is as good a place as any to wrap it up with that view down towards the lake, overlooking the Ogwen Valley, Trevan in the background, and the Glyders over there. So if you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you want to see any more, then subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the notifications bell as well. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.